And that's huge. That's a big, big thing. Now, you know, I've been very successful in my profession. As he said earlier, and you saw on the flyer, I'm a vice president. You know, I've been promoted because of my, I think, not only is it because I'm efficient, I do the work well, but I believe that I've been promoted because of my people skills, because I manage teams, because I can deal with crisis, because I know how to, you know, I see the potential in people, the training, the listening, the guiding, all of that. Those are things that, if we look in the Bible, they're all in there. Those are attributes that say God is here present. It's not about the ugly competition, the dog-eat-dog world, or the backstabbing that a lot of people have to engage in. Okay, I can't recall ever, and I hope I will never, you know, recall where I've actually had to do something so sneaky and underhanded to go forward. That's just not who I am, and that's not who we should be. And I think people see that. One of the things that I think Richie mentioned, they start to judge you. One of the things that we do, and these are for the people mostly who do not share their faith in the workplace. You may have your reasons, okay? I'm not here to judge anyone. But many times when we just don't say things or do things or engage or actually show that we're struggling with anything to our coworkers, and they may know, well, that person is, you know, it's their religion, it's their Christian or they're Catholic, they live a perfect life, they don't want to be bothered. We kind of isolate ourselves, okay? And from a business standpoint, from a secular standpoint, there are many managers out there who would say, don't befriend the people you work with. You're a manager, don't get personal. I come from the school of Jesus Christ. I get personal with everybody, okay? I mean, I don't need to get into all their business, but I let them know I'm struggling with this, I'm doing with this, I'm going through that. And they ask me, how do I get through it? And I show them. I have a support system. I pray. This happens to me, this happens to me. When they see that you're just as vulnerable and human as they are, they will open up. But the best part is that then we kind of influence them. We get them to be drawn to us. And again, that's what Jesus Christ did. He got down with everyone. He spoke to everyone. He didn't isolate anyone. And they in turn reciprocated and they opened up to him. And that's what we need to do as well. Have you ever encountered when you're either aggravated or you get really angry at something that happens in the workplace? How do you deal with it? Just curious, how do you deal with it? When something really angers you or pisses you off, or, you know, I get heated. How do you deal with it in the workplace?
Honestly, I complain. I work hand in hand with a partner, so we work together, so we kind of we feed off of each other a lot. So when we're both frustrated, it's like we complain to each other. It's like we almost know how the other feels because we're living through it together. But the honest truth is that the first thing that happens is that I complain.
Anyone else?
For me, it's pretty easy when I get very angry. I have St. Patrick's right next to me, so I just leave the office or go right to St. Patrick's. Do a quick prayer and all that. Usually calms me down.
Two direct opposites. Huh? I'm sorry? Someone? Oh, I'm sorry.
Like to get it out, and then I will talk to
so you don't offend anyone. There are many challenges in my job. I work in syndicated loans, so I close a lot of big deal loans, and a lot of things can go wrong. Money, people, legal documents, credit documents, and my husband knows me. I vent, and then I take a step back and I ask God, why? What am I supposed to do in this situation? And many times it's hard to decipher what to do. Again, I manage people, so many times when you have people who aren't up to par and aren't working like you would like them to, or not as efficient, again, it's hard. It's hard to, you just don't want to fire someone right on the spot. So it's something that I have to actually pray and look for things in the Bible to help guide me. One of the things was Esther. I don't know if you're familiar with the story of Esther, where they were going to kill all the Jews, and she was, married to the king, and she thought she was scot-free, but that's not the way it was going to work. So she had to come up and be upfront with the king and say, I'm Jewish. And I'm sure she must have asked herself many times, how did I get in this situation? Why me? Why do I have to be in this difficult situation? And I find myself a few times in that situation, and I have to pull up all the qualities that I think that my managers or the workplace is expecting of me. The efficiency, the accuracy, the integrity, the data integrity that I provide, my managerial skills, and all that. I have to kind of combine it with, the compassion for my employees, the understanding, the, stepping back and reassessing the situation. And many times it's not easy, but I really believe that I've come away with a lot more strength in my faith, because not only do I reach out to Him, to God, when I'm going through these difficult crises at my job, but I give Him all the glory when all the good things happen. So when I've gotten my 2 promotions, I'm efficient, or whatever the case may be, whatever they want to believe. But in my heart, I know that God has blessed me, and it's something that leads me in my everyday. When I get up in the morning, I hear the birds chirping. My husband doesn't like to hear the birds chirping, but I get all excited, because to me it's new life. And I get all excited with the birds chirping, and I say my prayer, and I do my rosary, and I say, I'm going to dedicate today to you. Let me be a reflection of all that you are to me. Let me try. And it has helped me. I get into work not in a bad mood, but very peaceful. It really reflects on how I treat others. The tranquility in me. Granted, again, a lot of things can go wrong where I'm like, woo, but then I hone it back and I say, okay, God, take over, because I'm kind of losing it. And that's something that we need to do. Again, I can't stress enough that I reach out when I'm in crises. I reach out and I thank Him for all the blessings in my workplace. And I also reach out to others to show what He means to me and how they too can live a life like that. We work in the youth ministries, and I've always said, it's not like a baseball hat. I belong to this team, and then when I go clubbing, I take off the hat, and I'm this wild party girl, It's more of, this is my lifestyle. I cannot segregate or separate the faith in the workplace. Everyone on my floor knows Patty's Catholic. Even the security guards downstairs that let all the youth come up when I'm meeting with them to help them with their retreat work or whatever, they all know. You have a party up there with the youth, and they know. you know, they know it's for the church.